If you're open to receiving, just say I receive. Welcome. Namaste. Glad that you can make it. Let's see. Not yet. Currently, I literally slept the whole entire night, all the way into now. Just recently, I just woke up. So for me, it feel like I just ended the other live stream and just came back on. I didn't think I was going to sleep that long. But yet again, I took mushrooms before I went to sleep, and then I went to sleep. So a whole different experience. Just transmuting everything to light. I had some interesting experience, but I was able to transmute it into light. It was like a little bit interference. Hmm? Oh yeah, well they're legal in the state where I'm at, so you can just go to the dispensary and buy them. All you need is just your ID. They even give you like these tiny little plastic mushrooms they put in the bag. I need to buy some more lion's mane mushroom. Welcome to all the new viewers who are now on. Hmm. Well, welcome, Andrew, to this quantum Reiki healing. It's in simple now. Dun, 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 dun. That is not an everyday thing. Hmm. I took a very small microdose when I ate when I had some last night. I wasn't looking for anything too crazy. That would have been very interesting. I never had them fresh before. I heard that they're a lot stronger when they're fresh. Transmute all into light. They definitely did not taste the best, but they get the job done. Yes, I am light. I had to immediately wake up like today. Like I got woken up like a few times. Like after a couple of dreams, spirit guides woke me up around 5, 7, 9 o'clock. I kept going back to sleep though. Every time I go back to sleep, it was a different type of dream. Different dream. Some of the dreams was not that I prefer, but luckily when I woke up, I woke up and I was like, Archangel Michael, when you clear out all little friends that may be trying to hang on, and then I heard them like, woo, they all got yeeted into outer space. Anyway, I'm now going to move into a slower vibration, a higher frequency. Surrounding myself in the violet flame, removing all cords of attachment. Ego mind, be silent, be quiet, ego. Mental mind, be quiet. All, all inner chatter, clear. Returning Andrew's energy to him in light. Thank you for sharing. He had a whole bunch of anxiety. Transmute it into light. Last time I checked, my name started with a V. Transmute all fear into light. I am light. And I'm drinking some water. I am a balanced emotional body. I am a balanced mind. I am one with Source Creator at all times. I am radiant light. Or I can say, I am light. You can say it differently every time. I am light. Or I am light. The light has won. The light has won. Ego mind, I hear you. Quiet. What other crystals I have? Oh, crystal crown is outside. I'll be right back. There we go. Forgot that left it outside. Oops. There we go. Second. Here we go. Remember to breathe in deeply and fully. Transmute all into light. Identify all cords that drains energy and remove. Removing from the informational field. Dear universe, please bring to me everyone who is in need of this healing. My Archangel Michael, may I have one blue ray of light transmute into light. Visualizing, I am now in an open field. In front of me stands a etheric escalator of vibration. I now step on the escalator of vibration, and with assistance of the guardian angels on the left and right shoulder, I'm now asking for the removal of the baggage and weight from the shoulders and the clearing of the debris field. As I step on the escalator of vibration, my vibration begins to rise higher and higher, starting from fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, moving into the sacred mind, expanding upwards, higher and higher. I'm asking assistance of my guides and raising the vibration. Removing all energies that does not serve our highest good. Transmuting. Transmuting the light. Removing the illusion of disconnection. Removing all confusion, transmuting into light. I am light. I am light. With my sword of light, I cut away resistance to the flow of Source Creator. My Archangel Michael, may you sever all fear, all anger, all resentment, all hatred, all envy, all jealousy. May these low vibrational feelings within our heart chakras be transmuted into light. Now, may our hearts be imbued with courage, passion, unconditional love, balance, resilience. My Archangel Gabriel, may we have one red ray of light. I do not accept any charge on my energy. Entering into divine masculine, electric, blue fire. Entering into divine feminine, magnetic, silver flame. Sometimes I recognize, sometimes it's time for me to get serious a little bit. If you don't, I think it might be a little bit warm outside. I'm probably just gonna go outside real quick because I want to stand up and do the Reiki. So we're about to go on a little trip. recognizing the beauty within this day that I have, having gratitude for being able to wake up in this day, having gratitude and releasing all fear, observing the trees and the wind and the sky. Much better. I am light. Just feel the echo. It feels so free today. Sending the violet flame surrounding the crown chakra and the violet flame. Setting intention. I am not receiving any energies. I am only donating energies to the higher self of the viewer. Connecting to the energies of Mother Gaia. Feeling the energies flow up from the left foot, going up through the left foot, entering the leg, the shin, the calf. We will do the right foot once I'm done with the left foot. So, moving back to the left foot, going to the knee, the thigh, the pelvis, now going through the root chakra and going up the spine to the crown chakra. Now, bring our conscious awareness to the right foot, flow it through the heel of the right foot, the shin, the calf, the knee, the hip, the thigh, and the right side of the pelvis, going up the root and up to the spine, through the sacred heart, and out the crown chakra. It's like I I'm saying like as soon as I said the left foot, I heard someone say right foot. I had to move back. That was funny. It's probably future me playing around. It's always me playing around with me. one sec. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Oh, it would seem I have lost the chat. Hmm. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, look. I was getting a whole bunch of comments. For some reason, I didn't see any of this. Oh. I said that light has won. Brazil, American, Africa. I can't understand that. I am light. Gareth Neal. My foot was not grounded. Chat. Hello, everyone. Namaste. To heaven, do you make it yourself? No. I purchased this on Amazon. No, we are here. We do. Go one sec. It's lagging. One is going through a little bit lagging here. Okay, there we go. So the comments are fixed. So now I can see them. The music is not even playing. Oh yeah, I'm like really focused. I was like listening to like the sound of the beats. Even though the song has stopped, I still hear it in my head playing. YouTube music is not being nice today. I'm like looking at my thoughts. With that. Radiant light, emanating light from the heart's core. I said we made it through the 2 o'clock energy, like the collective energy was going wild. It's almost 3 a.m., almost 3 p.m. I don't know, it felt like 3 a.m. Hmm. Maybe it's 3 a.m. somewhere. I will need to be able to translate that. Let me know. I've been listening to the Mukabal language of the light. Yep, probably after this, I will see if I'll add it to my playlist. I've been going through my playlist and removing and adding certain songs because I'm trying to realize certain songs I was listening to was lowering my vibration. So I'm just end up changing the whole entire type of genre of music I've been listening to. Also, I noticed something very interesting um, with certain music. So here's like I'm about to like expose one of the some of the energies like how can I say? So sometimes I post a song that I like or I say a song that I really like, right? Then I notice sometimes when I click the song, just before the song plays, it starts to lag. And then I feel the energy drop. I was like, it's been switched out. So what I do is either I can immediately exit the song and I say surround myself in light, and then I had to find the song in a different a different a different viewer, not viewer, but a different channel that has the same song. Because sometimes the song is polluted with a negative egregore, right? Because each song you listen to, there's an egregore in it. It's hard to explain. So like whenever I listen to a song, you can hear the thoughts of everybody else who's listening to the song at the same time. It's like a private session. Like every time you go, there's an egregore in each one of the songs. It's kind of hard for me to explain, but you can. It's almost like you can feel or you can hear the other people who's listening to the song at the same time. It's like you're listening to the song at the same time because the song is forever playing, but you're just tuning into that song. So sometimes just being mindful of that. I am a dark one, but I'll what smiles here. I don't. You say you're a dark one, but if you was a truly true dark one, you wouldn't be able to withstand being on this live. But I understand. Nothing against that. You're matching the vibrational frequency. You're just sinking in. The song I was listening to was called "Journeys into Space." When I hear music, it's like 360 surround sound. So like sometimes you feel the notes in your lower chakras and it goes up and down. Just hear the music because it's almost like you hear the instrument right here, a small little instrument right here, right here, right there. Just like in the yin and yang, there's the light side and the dark side, but there's always the choice of having the dark within the light and the light within the dark. And without having your shadow self, you won't be able to have a background to show the light. So I understand where you're coming from. all in balance. Because even I have a shadow side. It comes out here and there, but it's all about balance. We're getting to the point where yes, we have the shadow. We see it's a choice, but it's a choice that we're not choosing. But it's still there. And also, the more light you have, the more darkness you'll be able to see. But also at the same time, it is like a glass wall. So you see it, but it's not affecting you, but you see it. A lot of times in spirituality, they tell you, oh, the more light you have, the less darkness you see. But it's the opposite. The more light you have, the more you'll be able to see. But that's a good thing because now you're able to see them. So now they can no longer manipulate you because you can see them. So they're trying to trick you and trying to lure you in and trying to set up a trap. You see them doing it. You see them laying out the traps. You see them trying to lay out the mental mind game. But now you're just observing them. Like, oh, that's very interesting. What he's gonna do now? Find it very interesting, especially in the dream time. They be trying. They be trying definitely in the dream time. And so like how the shadows with me is, so since they knew in the past, like a few years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, since I had like a porn addiction and stuff like that, and I was in like a really low vibrational state, what the shadows try to do, they try to persuade me in the dream state to fall in low vibrational states. So what they do, they'll transform themselves into like a very attractive person in the dream state. But then since I've been practicing recognizing and seeing through past illusion, I'm starting to like see a glimpse of what that being actually looks like. And it's actually a super negative being that's trying to act like it's a high vibrational being and like light and like, nah, I see you. I have my sword of light and then it runs away. Or to say I am light. When you say I am light, it's almost like you whack all the illusion right off it. It gets blasted off. So that's one of my shadows. My shadow is like balancing the sacral chakra because it was really knocked out of balance. Very important. But when you say I am light, you have to say it from the heart because also, um, so imagine if something really, I would say like something frightening came up to you and you just say I am light, but you just said it empty with your mind, the darkness will just laugh. But if you say you move your awareness to your heart chakra and you say it with conviction and passion and unconditional love, you say I am light with no doubt, not a single hint of doubt in your mind. You say I am light, and it's like a shock wave that comes out, come from you, and it will transmute the darkness. So literally, they have to run because here's a very interesting that happens with very sensitive people. So the fear that you're feeling when you feel scared, it is not your energy. It's the dark being. The dark being are terrified of beings of light, but they don't want the beings of light to know it. So what they do is they project their fear onto an unexpected like empath, right? Because the empath at the time doesn't know that they have light, and they don't know that being who's trying to intimidate them is actually scared of their light. So what they do is it's like, okay, well, this person doesn't know how powerful they are. So how could I trick them to make them think that they're not as powerful as they are? So let me project my insecurities onto them and make them think that they're insecure when the whole entire time is actually just my insecurities. But once the light worker understand that The only way you can feel the vibration of a lower vibrational being is by lowering your vibration or matching their vibration. You said, I did therapy for the fear in me. That's a place to start. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Not the fear projected, but the fear that you created within yourself. Because fear really destroys your armor of light. Like if you had protections up and a barrier of light, if you have fear more than 15 seconds, imagine fear is like acid that you're pouring on your own self, on your own informational field, and it starts to burn holes in your energetic field. So you must become fearless. Remember to use your sword of light, cut away your resistance, cut away your fear. Or you can simply ask your guides and angels, may you please remove my fear. May you fight my fear so I may regain my balance. And also, it is nothing to be ashamed about if you have fear. Because even times, sometimes I have fear. But as long if you have the tools and you know you have the tools to eliminate it. Because yes, we're humans, we're on a third dimension, and it's literally impossible not to stay in a high vibrational state all the time. We're going to dip down. It is inevitable. But as long as we have the tools to get back up, that is that is the key. ADHD doesn't help. Hyper. Well, how I see, imagine, because I feel it. Like the energy is like you gotta go, 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 like that. Imagine your informational field is pushed forward. So like if you're in a complete bubble and this is your front and this is your back, your informational field is like this. So your whole entire back is exposed, but the front of your informational field is pushed forward. So right now, it basically is almost like you're focusing on the future because you're not in the now. When you move into the now, your informational field moves like this. So how if I was in that situation, how I would bring myself back into balance is I'll visualize, I would say, forget all thoughts of the future. Forget all thoughts what I'm going to do in 5 minutes from now. Forget everything that I have to do tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next month. Forget everything I need to do that I have done in the past, or what I did yesterday, or what I should have done yesterday. Let all that go. Let go of everything that you're thinking about that requires in the future, and say right here and now. And then from that point, you visualize a bubble of light surrounding the crown and going down. And I see ADHD is not a disorder. It's a new form of consciousness that just have not been mastered yet. Because there's no such things or accidents or mistakes. Because Source Creator does not make mistakes. If you have ADHD, there's a reason. It is not to hinder you. Just how everything has a positive and negative, just like a yin and yang. If you only look at it as something negative, then you would get the negative outcome. So what is the positive outcome of ADHD? Well, if you're hyper, then that means the positive version must be stillness. So that means like in the negative version, you're just moving way too much. But in the positive version, you would think of I am completely unbothered by any hyperness. I am in the now. Because society likes to label, and you notice every time they label, the label is negative. It's never positive. It's almost like they completely throw the positive away and only focus on the negative, when the negative is not even important. That's why when I when I went to like a psychic evaluation, when I had my awakening and stuff, and the doctors were trying to tell me, oh, you have this, you have that. Here, you want to take this medicine that will help you. I said, I don't need none of that. I know what I saw. I know I'm sane, and I know what I know. So I walked out of the hospital and I signed myself out because I knew that nothing was wrong with me. And I'm not gonna buy into the belief system because that's how they usually get them or get us, right? We have a spiritual awakening and we go to the therapist or something, and the therapist, first thing the therapist say is something's wrong with you, or you have this disorder, and it's a label, and your mind create your reality. So if the doctors say, oh, you have this disorder, and you say, no, I don't, then you don't buy the belief system because that is only a suggested reality. It's only a probability. It's not fact or truth because they're not in your body. They don't know how your mind works. It is your own mind. No one can tell you what you have or not. Same thing with cancer. If you notice, the people who survive cancer, they know that it's all is all in emotions. Cancer is created from emotions that's hold it together. Like if you have a whole bunch of negative emotions and you don't release it, it eventually erodes into your physical body. So if you notice, the people who survive cancer is because they have a stronger will. Nothing against the people who die from cancer. Maybe that's just part of their own soul, their soul plan. But what I'm saying is, the ones who did survive, you notice that they had that burning fire within them, knowing that they can achieve health. It's a case by case scenario. But what I'm saying is, do not subscribe to belief systems that other people have told you that you have. Because when you subscribe to a belief system that someone else created, you're accepting it. Just like with any illness. If you notice during the COVID, when everybody was saying COVID, the people who said it doesn't exist, they did not get affected. But if you notice, the people who was putting the mask on, taking 1,000 shots, taking a whole bunch of pills and stuff, they end up dying from the COVID because they feared it so much that they attracted it into their life. But if you say, nope, I don't believe that, I don't subscribe to that timeline, then you won't be affected. It's almost like a glass window. You see everything chaos happening all around you, but you're completely unaffected. And now, if you notice, the COVID-19 never left. It still exists, but we now have adapted into a society where now it's just like a common cold. It has no effect. Because I remember I was subscribing like a few years back. I kept telling myself I had OCD, and then I realized, no, I don't. That was just a belief system because, yeah, it's just a belief system. Because you are what you speak. And once you say you have something, then your innate, your smart body and your body is like the universe is like, imagine if you didn't have anything, and then you say, "Oh, I have this." Then the universe is like, "Oh, wait, he doesn't have it. Let me give it to him real quick," and then you get it.
So what you do, if you say you need to stop saying, or I suggest that you stop saying that you have ADHD, and say that you have the healed version, or say that you have mastered your ADHD and it now serves you, and say that I am no longer hyper. I am now balanced. I am content. I am still. Say the complete opposite of what your perceived diagnosis is to get the correct outcome that you want. Start to reprogram your mind to the state of being that you want to be in. We're like in the time, we're in this time where we're choosing what train that we want to be on. So sometimes we're on this train or trams, and sometimes we're on a tram, and then sometimes we need to jump off the tram and run as fast as we can to the train station. The train take us to the fifth dimension. The tram take us off the planet. Because the separation of the wheat and the chaff, it is there's no one deciding for us, oh, you're wheat, you're chaff, you're ascending, you're not. The choice is only up to us. Through our own vibration, we had to match the vibration of ascension. Because imagine like a big wave that comes, and the wave that comes, it clears the heart. It's like it checks the heart, and your heart must be light as a feather. You must release all these low vibrational feelings, because when you move into the fifth dimension, when the dimensions shift, you will not be able to have any type of low vibrational feelings, because they literally will not be able to exist in the fifth dimension. Low vibrational beings of darkness, does not exist in the fifth dimension. And to be able to move to the fifth dimension, all those feelings had to be removed from our heart. All hatred, anger, envy, greed, lust, sabotage, revenge, all of those, you cannot have any of those feelings within the fifth dimension. And understand that we're not going to be perfect, but as long as you put effort into it, because the more light comes, the more people start to leave the planet, the more the trams start to get filled, and the more people start to go to other third dimensional planets. So like if people want to keep all these low vibrational feelings, hatred, greed, all those that I have named off earlier, then they will leave the planet. They'll go to another third dimensional planet to learn the same lessons. Another 72,000 year cycle of the third dimension. But here is our opportunity to not have another 72,000 year cycle or even longer, so we can move to the fifth dimension. You said that's ego or not? I need more context. Oh, okay, I see. I heard it. So like the ego, like yeah, the ego, those are the ego feelings. The ego creates those type of feelings. You want to be in a mindset that you're completely healed. Because when you're in the fifth dimension, you don't diagnose yourself having an illness or this or that, because you're already a perfect being. I literally heard you when you said the ego makes all these feelings to distract you, because the ego thrives in the third dimension. The ego does not thrive in the fifth dimension, because the ego is non-existent in the fifth dimension. So the ego is constantly trying to make you have a battle with other people. If you're constantly arguing with other people mentally, what I mean, like having all these feelings and stuff, none of it is with words. It's all internal. It's what you're thinking about another person. So like imagine you're in line with another person and you say, "Oh, this person's moving too slow." Well, you just place a judgment on that person, and that's the ego. Or like, here's a good one. Imagine you order food and you get the wrong order. Immediately, what the ego is say, "Oh, how could that person do this?" Or "I can't believe they got my order wrong." That's the ego talking. You're lowering your vibration. But you say, "I accept it, even though this is not what I prefer. I'm not going to be mad about it. Send the person light. I understand that person's having a bad day." And then what happens is when you eat your food, you don't receive any of that confusion energy, because you realize the person made a mistake is mostly because they're not in the present moment. But if you forgive the mistake, you don't receive that energy. You only receive what is good for you. Oh, also something very important I need to talk about. Um, Speaking of energy and
And feelings, must monitor your feelings and have high vibrational feelings because that also affect Mother Gaia. Every feeling that you have, Mother Gaia feels it as well. And so, if you're constantly focusing on clearing and having high vibrational energy, Mother Gaia feels it within her body. So you can become um, a white blood cell, like a cell of light, or you can become a cancer cell, which is a cancer cell. It corrupts and causes the cells to fight against each other. And what I mean, cancer cell is basically an ego cell. And when you become a light cell, you become the higher self type of cell in your body. Because we are the cells of Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia is the bigger being, and we are the cells of her that move around. Some of us move information around, some of us produce the food, some of us do the cleaning. We're all the cells and the functions of the body of Mother Gaia. And Mother Gaia is another cell of Source Creator of this universe. Micro and macro. So I want to start with this doing little things for Mother Gaia. I want to start picking up trash and start healing this planet because this earth right now needs us. Because with the assistance of our vibration, we can raise the vibration. We are the anchorers that's we're lifting up Mother Gaia, her physical 3D body into the fifth dimension. Her fifth dimensional body, she's already in the fifth dimension, but right now her third dimensional body, which is all of us, and the physical earth is in the third dimension. And so right now is the time to raise our vibration because every thought you have affects everybody because there's no longer separation, there's only unity. And right now there's no time to have thoughts of battling with someone else because that lowers your vibration. Now is the time to focus on your own journey and the journey of Mother Gaia and realize the connection to everything and all. So now it's time for me to exit, sending you the pink ray, the gold ray, and one indigo ray, surrounding you in a white chrysalis of light. May your day or night be filled with the light. Namaste.